matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Fox. The short hands, it's Jordan. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bond. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Snap it to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Second and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm of the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. Put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
Now the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Safe completion on the screen. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. The shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Gardner. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do it. It's hard to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback may change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Wormley. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going. Second. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. pulls and fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Fox. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown Sooners. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Fowler. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal.
There he goes! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Offense in the hurry up. The give to the tailback. Past the first down marker and still running. There he goes to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Colorado State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass, it's Fox. The screen, he can go. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on second down. It's complete on the right side. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. A designed run for the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Perez wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They want to run this quarterback. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wide receiver comes in motion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Using his legs, it's Wormley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. And they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Trojan. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Gardner. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
To the air, it's Gardner. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage
breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
The quick out. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this some time with you. Nice job, nice success.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Back to throw, it's Fox. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the outside.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Trojans in the hurry up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Trojans will line it up on first and 10.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret that he plays physical, gets behind his pad.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Finds us back in the middle. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Hand off from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Connection to the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years, but a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Makes the grab on the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to throw on third. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
With that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is
makes the grab, he's got a first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to Rutgers. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Fox. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Cross. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cross. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who...
Turning it on! He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Trojans will have it first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Fox. The throw to the outside is complete. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Leaves it with the back.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on